Hello everyone, this is TorNis, and I have probably what is going to be the final piece of information, the reveal for DLC 4, the Corrupted Horizon that's coming out in pretty much 10 days already, so very close. Developers decided to not even wait for Friday and post this information about the class reveal, which is the name of the class, Mutoid. Not to be confused with Muton and Mutog, the word from mutant, yeah, Mutoid. So, yep, there we go. Hopefully this video is gonna be pretty brief. I have, I mean, the article itself doesn't have too much info here, but I do have extra some interesting screenshots to share from the Discord server, and the console members provided some additional, like, teasing info. I'm gonna discuss that, but yeah, the video should be pretty brief. Alright, so obviously they start the article with the classic PR talk here. Yeah. The corruption effect will change the way you play Phoenix Point. Sure. And there you go, the beneficial experiment. Human Pandaren hybrid soldier, the Mutoid. And there you have the screenshots of said thing. And you can already see there's two of them in the specific screenshot. You can tell that it's Mutoid because of that face, essentially. They don't have kind of like helmets and other things. This is their unique apparently. Well, it's not 100% confirmed, but from what I've seen based on screenshots, this head thing is the built-in mutation, so you cannot really do anything about it, I think. So this is what you're gonna see. That pretty face of Mutoid. It kind of reminds me of that creature from the Phoenix Point concept art logo, like with that queen creature, whatever the hell that was scrapped. I mean, the face of the skylight that was before in a beta and Kickstarter builds. Kind of sad that they changed it to the creepy looking face instead of that sexy one, but whatever the case is. I like that concept art a lot. In fact, I like a lot of concept-related things and scrapped features of the game, but whatever. So, Mutoids are a new type of soldier that will help turn the tide of the Pandaren menace. Grown by the Phoenix, Mutoid soldiers are unique in they create entirely of mutagens, and their abilities are acquired from any class known to the player. This adds considerable flexibility and help develop those soldiers, allow them to combine existing abilities in new and exciting ways. So it's not 100%, I couldn't, like, I asked around on Discord, but I don't think I got the exact answer on this. But from what I see on screenshots, and I can assume that you have full control of selection of class, that's guaranteed, as it says here, but when it comes to skills, if it's also completely free, that would be pretty crazy, like because you can see already here in a screenshot of demonstration, this class only have pretty much, well, 4 and 5 levels, yeah, so, well, the first level is like class selection, while the Pandaren skills here below, there's 5 of them total. So, I mean, there's not even that many skills you can choose, I guess. And, well, I guess we should assume that, yeah, you actually can select from whatever, like, you see the priest skill, I mean, the priest class and this ability, it's a sniper ability, so it's already doesn't make sense here, so it was selected. And I'll show other screenshots here. So I don't think it's random, though it could be, but most likely you just, if you know the class, you know the skills, you can select it as a complete freedom choice, which is really crazy. I mean, like, maybe this was solution from devs, like, hey, you guys were complaining about balance and stuff like that, so here you go, you have a character that is just complete wildcard, and you can mix match everything you want. And on top of that, check this out. Due to hybrid nature, Mutoid can also adopt certain Pandaren abilities as well, such as Siren, Acid Speed, and Skyla, immunity to mind control, among many others. So yeah, this is what I already showed. They have a second line of skills here, which is going to be the things you slowly progress. Discovered via creature autopsies, players can mix and match these passive and active abilities from Athrons, Tridents, Sirens, and even Acheron itself to forge lethal operatives for a battlefield. Very cool, so this is brand new content, and well, first of all, devs, come on. Why would you highlight acid spit and immunity to mind control? Such a boring abilities. In fact, the screenshot even shows better one, like the tremor, like fisting thing, or with leg, doesn't matter. This ability can like stun shock, really cool one. If you're close range. I mean, there's plenty actually interesting abilities. There's already like people in Discord theory crafting all sorts of potential things. One thing is for sure that this class cannot duplicate the ability from Umbras. So, well, that would be completely OP and busted, right? So yeah, that's that. So honestly, developers could have highlighted something otherwise than immunity to mind control or whatever. Mix and match passive abilities. Indeed. And just like in XCOM from Firaxis, you need to autopsy things to unlock more essentially of the content for this class. And I assume there's gonna be story missions gated for some progression, and maybe even levels are gonna be restricted for progression. We'll see. Some of the talking about the class in Discord was kind of hinting on some time gating, kind of like mission stuff. But yeah, we'll see. So on screenshots you can already notice a huge difference. So you already probably like, wow, this is going to be such an easy god tier character. Well, yeah, mutagens are required to level up his stats. And by the way, thanks to the 2 patches ago, you can now have strength 35. Just a reminder, this is completely ridiculous, but yeah, 35 strength. And numbers are pretty cheap, so yeah, just a reminder, you per mission get like 5 SP on average, yeah, and that's nothing really. While you can get per mission loot boxes with mutagens 100, 200, 300 and so forth, and you don't even have to capture the pendants and destroy them for mutagens. There's, well, in before at least there was plenty mutagens, even if you go in for the actual mutations and other things like that where you can spend them. So I never had issue with mutagens. This is gonna be like super easy free way, honestly, to level up stats for this class. That being said, I think Mutoid cost is gonna be expensive to create or hire, whatever the term is gonna be here. I think I saw in Discord like 600 number was mentioned a few times. I'm not sure though. And as you can see, also healing requires to pay mutagens, which is fine. I mean, good players will never get hit and generally like that, so that's not going to be a problem. And those who do get hit, it's also not a problem. Pretty cheap. I think also the mutagens will be added on top, like there's gonna be more mutagens because this entire DLC adds another layer for the reward. In fact, like story missions probably reward you for this now. Some of the others related activity for this DLC is gonna reward you for the more mutagens. That'll be like fine, but of course, yeah, you could consider this is a heavy investment, obviously, and on Legend Iron Man, I assume you still have to make, you know, careful choices and how do you want to build this specific person after all, because it seems like waiting out for later might be a better idea to unlock like better abilities for Pandorans, and maybe you can just wait, like just add the human one and then wait for the Pandoran. I don't know really how this process works. This is brand new mechanics here after all. But yeah. You already can notice that this specific screenshot displays the mix and match different class abilities. So it's a priest, and then this is a sniper's ability. So for Overwatch thing, yeah. So I don't know if it was selected manually or random from some kind of list. I assume it's all controlled as it stands. So you can essentially, what it means here, you can create your god. Selection of 4 classes, 4 abilities of anything in a game. I'm not sure if there's any limitations. Maybe some technician skills will not work or other things like that. But some skills just require other things to work with, right? Some berserker stuff, for example. But yeah, this is gonna be funny. Can I just give everyone like brawler ability to bash with the weapons or something like that? Easy peasy. Yeah, I will probably have fun trying to figure out this. I'm a little afraid actually. This could be even game breaking even more, even though council members were saying how this class could be also a downside of it. It's like you create it, you invest into it, and it's just gonna be some hindrance, annoyance on the squad, and not gonna help you, like situational kind of thing. Well, yeah, I mean, it could be, yeah, if you get like some mediocre Pandrons abilities and what's not. Obviously having a proper BS powerful OP character with level 7 with dual class and all sorts of abilities, that obviously will be better in that case, as with all the previous strategies we already know. But I look forward for figuring out how we can min-max choices here as well. So the stamina bar the same. If you're thinking that this character class might be somehow crippled by the stamina or other mechanic, stamina is the same one, so no problem here. Alright, so what they say here, but with great power comes some limitations. Mutoids can only select a single human, and Pandaren skills at each level. Yeah, it's visible here. Hit a max rank earlier than human operatives. Yep, that's pretty much what I also noticed. And require mutagens resources in order to heal and grow in powers. Well, you know, that's not limitation. This is like, I don't know. This is super awesome. I don't want to say cheesy and exploity because, I mean, you have to earn those mutagens, I suppose, but I don't know, man. Like, SP value is super premium and much higher, and you have to spend it on, you know, soldiers slowly and level them. Yeah, I get it. The soldiers get their per level the basic amount of them, but this is definitely not enough if you're going for high strength, willpower, speed, and all that to create your god characters. If you're going to. Having mutagens available like that, it just you can literally just rush some kind of max strength like character probably really early. It doesn't even matter about these skills, just get all the high stats and maybe even get some nice here mutation. I don't know if we can combine here like torso or the regeneration or something, but yeah, this could be like very tanky unit early on for scouting purposes and what's not. Again, you have one class of human that you can customize, and of course early game you probably not have access to the complicated classes, but still, just a reminder, in this DLC, in the patch Hypnos, they nerfed how the pace of the game is going to be, so diplomacy and alliances and all this stuff is going to be harder to reach, so it's going to be harder to acquire specific technology is basically what I'm trying to say, including unlocking special classes and what's not. Alright, so, and the more mutagens you spend on your Mutoid, the less you'll have for other soldier mutations. Who cares, like, the other soldiers' mutations? Let's be real. They did buff recently the mutations, but you can play entire game without a single mutation, just totally fine. Well, I mean, you can do it with many other ways, but just saying, mutations are, like... It's a meme territory for the most part, and just to spice up the variety and gameplay, yeah, go ahead, of course, there. But this is not like, oh no, I'm scared, I'm not gonna be able to mutate my other soldiers. Breeding Mutog of War Beasts, well, these things are also kind of meme. Also take a lot of space, of course, 3 slots. Like, why would you use Mutog when there's the Jericho vehicle, right? Fighting back against the new game mechanic in DLC 4, Corruption. Corruption, wait, why it's mentioned like this here? Isn't they having immunity in the fighting back against? Ah, right, true. So they're saying it's a penalty because you have to pay, apparently, mutagens also to heal. I don't know how this is going to be implemented. They haven't showed any screenshots with this, but apparently there's a new UI some kind of maybe bars, like I don't know what's gonna be, but idea is that corruption is gonna like slowly build up, and then you have to heal it with the currency of the mutagens. Corruption is a new state that affects soldiers when encountering Acheron or engaging into battles within the mist, so the mist is buffed in this DLC. Its initial effects appear somewhat benign, slowly impacting the maximum willpower soldier while offering a small damage boost in trade. But as more encounters or attacks stack up, one can find themselves with operatives unable to properly use their abilities or even keep their sanity together in the field. I kind of want to see how this works and how buggy that possibly could be, because it's again brand new mechanic in the game and they might code this somehow with mistakes. So I will look forward to seeing that. I mean, thankfully players can leverage those precious mutagens to temporarily cure their, well, I mean they probably mean temporarily, as it's gonna start building up from zero. Soldiers corrupt the status while working their way through the core DLC story for more permanent eradication of its source. Yeah, so that's gonna be similar to the Behemoth situation DLC 3. There's gonna be story mission to destroy it permanently. This is where the Mutoid shines. Its genetic makeup makes it inherently immune to corruption. Yes, you heard it right. Encouraging players to mix their squads the best counter this condition. Well, then again, I'm gonna understand how dangerous this corruption is, because we cannot tell that right now, really. What is gonna be that new UI, like bar, how fast it's gonna grow, corruption. Or just maybe I can prevent it, corruption to begin with, if I just kill those Acheron units really fast before they fart into me and stuff like that. We'll see. We need to playtest, of course, that, and this just adds to my excitement for Season 5 campaign. And yeah, so the important thing is to note is the corruption immunity is present on this specific class. Also, the new challenges and opportunities await all players when Corrupted Horizon arrives on October 1st on PC, or 5 currency, or included the additions. So by the way, pretty cheap and nice. I heard Discord folks are happy about that price. For me, it doesn't matter. I have like a season pass and stuff, so yeah, I mean, yeah, why would I care about the price when I'm content creator for this game and have like 400 hours into it? Yeah, it totally matters. So, now that we finished with this, let me show you some extra goodies. Extra goodies. Alright, that should be the correct capture, yeah. You can see my camera needs to be disabled. Alright. I'm also doing this live. It's like a no editing, local recording, basically. So that's why there's no professional editing or all that. So, this is some stuff is purposely here. Some skills are hidden. It's a screenshots from Discord, so you can see this is like testing campaign here. So this is like late game already states for purposes. And yeah, Berserker Mutoid present with some of the mounts. As you can see, that armor head slot is always going to be there. Also for the context, this person who is providing screenshot, he purposely doesn't max out stats because he feels it's too OP in the game and it's like a personal limitation. There's also new equipment, by the way, coming. It's not shown on this screenshot, but there's new equipment in DLC, some kind of tools. We'll find out about that. So yeah, you can see the same deal here. Berserker Soldier, but Brawler is present, which is heavy ability, and here's mostly Berserker abilities. I guess that's why he chose. By the way, why would you, like, I guess this class selection determines pretty much the passive there, right, that you get, so efficiency for weapons. Otherwise, what's the point of even class selection to begin with? And I don't know why he blurred out some of the abilities, but not those two. I mean, these are what... I mean, I can Google, like, on Wiki all the icons for the existing abilities, but I'm too lazy for that. Chameleon ability feels like from, and some claw Well, I can guess what it is, I guess. Most likely. How does Pink Chameleon will even work on, well, I mean, speaking of abilities, there was discussion about how the animations and sound effects are gonna be, it seems like Mutoid is gonna have its own unique sound effects, like when talking with you, moving around, or edited at least, some maybe reversed, I don't know. But they said, the council members said that don't expect anything crazy about the Pandaren abilities in terms of development. Like they're gonna be some kind of very placeholder-ish basic stuff. But yeah, once again, we're gonna see it ourselves. Cannot really show anything here, and we just gotta take the word on that. And yeah, just again, another proof how easy it is to max out stats of this specific class. Like, mutagens are really easy to get in the game, and I assume it's even easier on this DLC because a lot of things are connected. So yeah, cool screenshots. Let's go to another screenshot. This one have Technician Mutoid. And again, some blurred, well not blurred, but blocked icons. As you can see, there's one equipment that is blocked. So it's probably the new DLC thing. Showcasing a Technician, Mutoid can use the arms just as fine as a mount. Good stuff, good build. And you can see Technician's skill, and there is Return Fire. So there's a mix and match. He had Berserker, Technician, and Assault. From what I can guess, based on these icons on the Pandaren side of skills, I believe this is like a small jump, close like range jump ability. Maybe it's long jump. Actually, it'd be really cool if there's a rocket jump ability which you get from the augmenting, which kind of sucks even though it was buffed a little bit. That second one, I think it's a trident, some detection thing. It's maybe soundless. I don't remember what it is, but it's probably something trident related. And in fact, these tiers of abilities might be connected to the kind of like Trident, Arthron, Trident, Siren, and stuff like that. It's just speculation, I don't know. Alright, cool stuff. And well, I have some other screenshots here, some visuals. I'm not sure what the skill is activated. I think it may be Vanish or something. So heavy Jericho Vanish, I think. Then we have here Sniper fighting Ancient Boss, as you can see, pretty cool. And we have Spider, the Spider-Man cosplay successful. Infiltrator Mutoid. And then we have another one here. Oh, he's using that infiltrator weapon, nice. Oh, another Mutoid in the squad. Testing here. And another Mutoid screenshots. I believe that is an ancient weapon. Oh yeah, speaking of ancient weapon, there was discussion about what's the new strategy, what's the dangers and what's not. And basically they're hyping up the fact that Mutoid is gonna be kind of pricey choice, yeah, at the early mid game. Because yeah, you need to unlock the mutagens by the way to begin with, otherwise you're not gonna get that. So it's not like early game at all, obviously. If you play the game, you know that by default. So let me put my camera back. I'm gonna talk to you more directly. Well, there's nothing else to showcase, so yeah. They recommended to rush ancient stuff, especially now that they changed with the patches and Hypnos updates, so there's more incentive to try to get control of the ancient side, and I actually totally agree with that. It seems that is going to be definitely useful acquisition, especially with the Outrun threats and whatever. If you enable all DLCs, oh god forbid, like the behemoth garbage you have to deal with RNG there as well, and whatever else is gonna pop out there on the Geoscape. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can even now try to get these weapons before you, like, without using obvious exploits in the cheese strategies. You can probably even get these weapons before you can acquire enough SP to max out your character to begin with in terms of stats. And yeah, from what I can tell on information that I learned, well, I very look forward for tinkering and customizing this Mutoid class. Obviously, there's most likely going to be some preferences and like clearly powerful selection, because yeah, if you have full control of everything you ever want in the game, I mean, yeah, like why would you not pick up Vanish? Ah, wait, it's probably locked to the Infiltrator class. Yeah, this is what I mentioned earlier. I'm pretty sure some abilities are actually like exclusive premium to unless you select that class. Yeah, so again, we have to see the interface, how those classes are, the skills are being selected, because I feel like there's some kind of restrictions involved there. And yeah, if it's not obvious after all the recent patch review videos, Hypnos, the new enemy, this new class. And you also, I hope you guys check out my the finale of season 4 explanations and a lot of info dump there. Essentially, my honest opinion about everything and the meta of the game. If you watch that video as well, you know that I'm very excited for the season 5 Legend Plus difficulty. I'm gonna call it Legend Plus because I'm gonna put some restrictions of my own, make the things more entertaining. And for you guys, hopefully you also looking forward for my playthrough. You play, maybe get back into the game again. I mean, even without this DLC, the Hypnos update, if you missed it, check out the video about it. The Hypnos update already makes it exciting to try out the game again, because how the diplomacy and the raid stealing was like super stupid, and now it's kind of with consequences and limits of even though it's not the ideal solution, yeah, by some of the players that keep suggesting on the VKNs and Discord, it's still a good solution nonetheless, and I look forward for that. I always kind of felt bad when, you know, selecting, like I knew I had to do the alliances, and which give me so much power spike, but it's just how the game is designed. And also I knew that I will get benefits if I raid steal aircrafts and all that, because it's available to me. It's a game mechanic, so like why would I not use it? It's there, like do it. But I always felt bad about it as well. It's just annoying, really. But yeah, I look forward for season 5 again, Legend Plus. Come back when I'm gonna start streaming it, of course, on October 1st. Be there. I'm gonna be live on Twitch TV /TorNis, obviously. You can catch me live on every day I'm gonna be playing it. You can definitely expect me doing so. And then, of course, if you don't care about live streams and want to watch the recording and the video, I'll upload them on YouTube just like always. Stay awesome, and thank you for attention. And let's go. Phoenix Point again will be really fun for us here. Have a great one.